His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, met with a number of officers of the Bahrain Defense Force in the presence of the BDF Commander-in-Chief Field Marshal Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed Al Khalifa. His Majesty praised the advanced level of preparedness and combat readiness demonstrated by BDF personnel, praising their high efficiency in carrying out their duties. His Majesty King Hamad also lauded their unity and their close cooperation with fellow servicemen across all branches and units of the BDF, as well as with the Kingdom's security authorities. His Majesty affirmed that ongoing development efforts across all branches of the BDF aim to further enhance readiness and efficiency in fulfilling their duty of safeguarding the nation and preserving the dignity of its citizens. His Majesty the King noted that the Bahrain Defense Force personnel have proven their competence in serving as a steadfast pillar of the nation and a strong line of defense, supported by the unity and cohesion that characterize the Bahraini society. His Majesty the King concluded by wishing all personnel continued success in the performance of their national duties. The General Command of the Bahrain Defense Force has announced that through the unwavering vigilance of its personnel, the BDF's air defense systems continue to successfully counter successive waves of the hostile terrorist Iranian aggression. Since the onset of the hostilities, air defense have intercepted and destroyed 154 ballistic missiles and 362 drones targeting Bahrain. The BDF General Command expressed its pride in the exceptional combat readiness and vigilance demonstrated by the Bahrain Defense Force personnel and commended their sustained operational effectiveness in defending the Kingdom. The performance of Bahrain's forces continues to inspire confidence that the Kingdom's skies remain secure. The General Command urged all members of the public to exercise the utmost caution for their personnel safety. Citizens and residents are advised to keep clear of affected areas and any suspicious objects, refrain from filming or photographing military operations or debris sites. Avoid spreading unverified information and consult only official and government media channels for updates, alerts and advisories. The General Command further emphasized that the use of ballistic missiles and drones to target civilian areas and private property constitutes a flagrant violation of international humanitarian law and the United Nations Charter. These indiscriminate attacks represent a direct threat to regional peace and security.
إن الجميع لا يفخر بما يظهره رجال البحرين في كافة الأجهزة العسكرية والأمنية. ربي اجعل هذا البلد آمنا.
As part of Bahrain's presidency of the GCC 46th session, the Minister of Transportation and Telecommunications, Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, chaired the extraordinary meeting of the GCC Ministers of Transport and Communications held via video conference. The meeting addressed the latest regional developments and their impact on transportation and supply chains. The minister underscored that the meeting is being held amid the continued blatant Iranian attacks on countries in the region, which necessitates strengthening cooperation and reinforcing unity among the GCC states. He affirmed that the security of GCC countries is indivisible and that their destinies are shared, stressing the importance of consolidating GCC integration across vital sectors, particularly transport and logistics, to ensure the continuity of supply chains and the smooth movement of shipments, especially strategic goods. The meeting reviewed current operational status of the land and maritime transport sectors, along with discussions on border crossings and the measures taken to facilitate transit. They also discussed the means to activate joint mechanisms involving simplifying procedures at ports and border crossings, utilizing alternative transport routes, and strengthening logistical connectivity between the ports and the border points, and highlighted the importance of adopting modern technologies to expedite the clearance and inspection procedures, ensuring the highest levels of readiness and responsiveness to regional developments. The National Communications Center continues to provide a media briefing to inform citizens and residents of the latest developments in light of the hostile Iranian attacks on Bahrain. During the briefing, the center affirmed that military and security forces continue to carry out their duties with efficiency and vigilance.
Dear citizens and residents, the National Communications Center continues to deliver this update as part of its ongoing monitoring of developments related to the hostile Iranian attacks targeting the Kingdom of Bahrain, keeping you informed of the latest updates and response measures. The Kingdom's military and security authorities continue to carry out their duties with a high level of readiness and efficiency within a comprehensive defense system operating around the clock to address various threats and ensure the security and safety of all. According to the latest update issued by the Bahrain Defense Force, 12 drones were intercepted and destroyed, bringing the total number of intercepted threats since the beginning of this hostile aggression to 154 missiles and 362 drones targeting the Kingdom of Bahrain. We reiterate the importance of obtaining information from official sources and avoiding the circulation of rumors or unverified information. We now turn to Major Mohammed Nas from the Ministry of Interior for the latest security update.
Dear citizens and residents, since the 28th of February, the Kingdom of Bahrain has been subjected to a hostile aggression by Iran, which is rejected by all international conventions and humanitarian laws. In response, the Ministry of Interior continues its efforts in line with its security and social responsibilities to protecting national security, strengthen civil defense, and ensuring public safety. On the ground, civil defense teams have responded swiftly and professionally to a number of reports yesterday. These reports included incidents of falling shrapnel on residential areas, vehicles, and open spaces. From the onset of this aggression through the 26th of March, the National Ambulance Service has rendered emergency care to 82 patients and injured individuals across various incident sites and to further 27 individuals at shelters. Injured citizens and residents received treatment at incident sites while others were transported to hospitals for treatment. In total, 130 ambulances were deployed to respond to reports at incident sites, in addition to 260 officers, non-commissioned officers, individuals, and paramedics, while the total number of ambulances deployed to respond to reports from shelters reached 22, along with 44 officers, non-commissioned officers, individuals, and paramedics. This brings the total number of ambulances responding to reports throughout this period to 152. Along with 304 officers, non-commissioned officers, individuals, and paramedics. May Allah protect the Kingdom of Bahrain. May Allah protect His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. May Allah protect the citizens and residents of Bahrain. Thank you.
Bahrain strongly condemned the terrorist plot aimed at carrying out assassination operations in Kuwait and undermining its vital interest. In a statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs praised the vigilance of Kuwaiti security and intelligence authorities in thwarting the plot, uncovering a network linked to the terrorist organization Hezbollah, and apprehending its members of Kuwaiti, Iranian, and Lebanese nationalities. The ministry affirmed Bahrain's full solidarity with Kuwait and its support for measures undertaken to safeguard its sovereignty, security, and stability, and to counter terrorist activities and external interference. It noted that this position reflects the long-standing ties between the leaderships and peoples of both countries, wishing Kuwait and its people continued security, stability, and prosperity. Bahrain has demonstrated a progressive national approach to public-private cooperation, recognizing it as one of the pillars of comprehensive development and a fundamental pillar of national stability. More in this report.
Bahrain embodies an effective model of public-private partnership, a cornerstone of its comprehensive development and a vital economic and service-oriented defense that has ensured the continuity of essential services, particularly in light of the exceptional circumstances and the blatant Iranian aggression witnessed in the region. This national approach reflects a deeply rooted Bahraini vision that achieving sustainable development and preserving security and stability can only be realized through an integrated system where the efforts of government entities are combined with the capabilities of the private sector. This ensures the continuity of services, protects national interests, and enhances the efficiency of response in various circumstances. One of the most prominent examples of this effective partnership is supporting local production in collaboration with the private sector through national agricultural and marketing initiatives. This contributes to strengthening reliance on national capabilities and expanding the contribution of local production to meeting market needs. Bahrain's experience affirms that the public and private sector's cooperation represents a strategic national choice that transcends the traditional concept of economic development, becoming a pillar of national resilience, institutional stability, and comprehensive preparedness to face challenges.
Gulf Air, the Kingdom's national carrier, has announced the extension of its temporary network operations from King Fahd International Airport in Dammam until April 2026. Amid the temporary closure of Bahrain's airspace and that of certain countries in the region in light of the current developments, Gulf Air continues to operate a temporary network of 10 destinations via Dammam. Gulf Air will also provide ground transportation between Bahrain and King Fahd International Airport for passengers holding confirmed bookings on these flights. Gulf Air is facilitating Saudi Arabia's transit visa assistance exclusively for the passengers traveling to and from Bahrain who are using Gulf Air organized ground transportation. Passengers whose final destination is Saudi Arabia must hold a valid visa arranged independently. Passengers may book their flights through Gulf Air's website at gulfair.com via the mobile application or through authorized travel agents.
Dear citizens and residents, when hearing the first warning sirens while driving, kindly do the following. Continue driving and clear the left lane to open the way for emergency vehicles, civil defense, ambulances, traffic, security patrols to perform their duties. Listen to official media channels. Seek shelter in the nearest building or take cover in non-exposed areas until the danger has passed. Dear citizens and residents, if you're at home or at work, kindly do the following. Be calm, don't go out except for essentials, and as per instructions and guidelines issued by competent authorities. When you hear the second warning siren when the danger ends and situations are back to normal, the following procedures should be considered. Do not gather near affected areas for your safety and avoid hindering civil defense saving lives operations. Do not pick up objects thrown on the ground even if they are familiar to you.